Hi, Turan here, and welcome to part 40 of this Total War Attila campaign as the Huns. And before I'm gonna jump into it, I would like to give a little shout out to the first few people who have commented on the series. Because first on episode one, Kimani Joseph was the first to give support and thanks. Uh, more just support to this let's play, and he asked about who the Mongols were and so on, and no, well, not who the Mongols were, but like who the true nature of the Huns, were they Turkic or not, and I answered that well, it depends on whom you ask, but definitely by lifestyle they were very similar to the Turks and other Mongols, and I talked about the Zheng New Link that they had in my whole campaign primer, and like Attila. The Great, another YouTuber who I'm subscribed to. I believe in the Turkic, not Turkish, but Turkic or that sort of lifestyle, Turanian. You, if you want, if you'd like to, that's how I see it. But that lifestyle and language and well, actually, language could be argued whether it was Iranian or Turkic that the Huns had, or Scythians or Sarmatians. But the lifestyle, the same norms, the same social culture, law, step law, that cannot be really argued. That's why they joined the Huns. The Huns were just a new name for the same Scythian Sarmatians that always lived there. Some of them were invading, but most of them were still from the same Black Sea region. So they were not complete foreigners to the region. But anyways, Kimani Joseph had another comment on episode 2 that for me to not fear the spearmen. I've just come from Rome 2 where spearmen are very strong, and from also Shogun 2 where cavalry is very weak. In Total War Attila, I think cavalry is pretty dang strong. Even tier 1, they can wade into the spear wall and survive as long as they attack not from the braced side, not from the front side. So really, when I've adjusted my mentality and thought a spear unit is only to be feared from only one side. The other three sides, its flanks and rear, is not to be feared. So if you envelop a spear enemy or another infantry enemy from multiple sides, from sides and back, then it can easily get crushed and routed. Even with cavalry, even with horse archers, and not to mention with other infantry units. So that's the first piece of good advice that that I've taken to heart. Then on episode 32, Zayad Al Sayed, he said that I basically save scum. That I do agree with him that I save too much, and also I did see that other YouTubers don't really save. So what I'm gonna do, I'm only gonna save. I did sort of go away from this bad habit of save scumming through games like Europa Universalis 4, where I play only Iron Man, and it's very fun because even if I lose, it builds the narrative. It takes more risk. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna save, but only save at the end of each section of each episode, and only when a big faction like Eastern Roman Empire or something ceases to exist, or I conquer it, or basically win it. But in between, I'm not gonna save. Only maybe a quick save, but that's about it. And even then, I'll try to quick save only when I'm about to do something that may be bad. But at the same time, I will try I will say I will save only at the end, and whatever happens happens. That's more gearing up for legendary. So that is a second comment that I'll take to heart and try moving with part 40 and beyond. And then on episode 33, part 2, Tintex Oficial said hi from Cordoba, Andalusia. So thank you very much for giving support to the channel and to this Let's Play. And hopefully I pronounce Andalusia correctly. It's either Andalusia or I've heard Andalusia, or like a S or a C sound almost. A Ch sound also. Maybe it's Andalusia. And then on episode 35, Sean Caldwell complimented me that I have a positive economy. And I go more to now mid game, entering almost, well, it's almost late game, but I won't call it late game or end game until I can recruit and maintain. The maintaining will be harder. Recruit and maintain the highest tier units, which I'm not even there yet. I'm more at mid game for sure. Late game, yeah, I'm getting there for sure. I would like to recruit at least some higher tier units. And another thing which I will do just to make it more interesting, even though I have sort of an optimal army set up, for other armies that are like less well, not they're not less important, but for example, for my Kasai army here, which has only is it Kasai? Nope. For my Kasai army here, I might think of recruiting actually some like UR archers, just an experimental army to see other army compositions. That's what I'm gonna try to do just for learning's sake. Of course, I could do it by custom battle, but it's different on the campaign because you have to factor in upkeep. While in custom battle, the only upkeep is gold cost. It's more upfront gold. So yeah, I think I've done my commenter shout out. So thank you. Keep the comments and real helpful. I think criticism going. I think I should start saying yeah, like and subscribe to this channel, and that'll help. That'll just motivate me to create to create more Let's Plays. And of course, I'm more of a modder. I need to do some uploads of my mods, but yeah, I like this Let's Play thing. And yeah, I want to do a Let's Play like of Europe Universalis. It recently came out with another expansion, and I did a really good start finally as a Ottoman Empire. So I will try to do that. But for Total War, definitely I'm gonna do a legendary, either Sassanids or Western Roman Empire. I don't know if I can jump straight to Western Roman Empire. I like the Sassanids as they're kind of a middle ground between the Huns and the Western Roman Empire in terms of going on legendary difficulty because they're easy, but at the same time they have sort of similar rosters. They have horse archers, they have cataphracts or heavy cavalry, but they have strong infantry also. And I think it'll be a smoother transition for me into play a legendary Western Roman Empire. So that's my plans for after this campaign is over. But for now, my stated objectives is destruction of basically the superpowers of the world. Eastern Roman Empire, which I am about to cross the Mediterranean for and finish them off, and then the Sassanids, and the last will be Western Roman separatists, and Western Rome I think is in Mediolanum again, so just not to have any Roman faction on the map. I did see that there's if you go on there's a Roman separatist here, way far in Iberia, but they only have probably only one region. Yeah, they only have one region. So I'm gonna call the campaign a finish once Western Roman Empire, Western Roman separatists with I think 3 regions. Wow, they've went from having 9 regions to 3. Wow. So basically, no Western Roman Empire, and no Eastern Roman Empire, and definitely no Sassanids. And to do that, that's still a long time, and I think by that time I will be able to recruit higher tier units and maintain them. Right now I have tier 2 and tier 3 units, but no tier 4 units. And what I've done is very risky, but a normal is fine. I'm never gonna do that on legendary Huns sailing basically. And just in 39, I just raised down Crete, Gortina, and my armies need to replenish. Yeah, they're almost replenishing. 2020. Yeah, the first army needs to replenish, but it can't. It's gonna encamp. So one more turn, and after the second turn we can move out. The problem is now, how do I land near Paraetonium? para Etonium. It will be tough when when Eastern Roman Empire has 1, 2, 3 full armies patrolling the seas, and there's 2 more here. But at least they have no more fleets. We've destroyed their actually fleet, their warships, and if we stick all together, we can puncture through there's basically a ship wooden wall to land here. And let me see, they have only 2 regions remaining, I think. They're number 2 in the world after Sassanids. Sassanids have still 12 regions. No, they have 3 regions left. And there's Egypt here. They're against Visigoths. They're trading partner with Judea, but they dislike Sassanids, but they're aggressive expansionists. But yeah, I'll conquer Egypt on the way back to Sassanids. I'm not gonna go west. Africa has 5 regions, but I'm not really worried about it, and it's not part of my stated objectives. Another thing I wanted to see is before embarking too deeply is what kind of victory objectives could I finish? Okay, minor objectives. Okay, I've already finished 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. I need to finish the raiding one, and I need to do the maintain 80 units total. 80 units total. I have 20. I have 4 armies. Should have 8. I'll maintain. Why? I should have that. 20 times 4. Last time I checked, it was 80. What does it mean? 20 units, 40, 60. 80. Okay, well, I guess I don't have it right now, but at this point, but that should be done. So the only one I should really do is raiding, and I think what I'm gonna do is a raid outside Alexandria, these 2 roads, and make that income come. Now that's for no. Where am I looking? I wanna look. No, I wanna look into objectives. So only raiding is I need to finish to have a minor victory. To have a military victory, I need to destroy 5 more factions. Okay, I have 15 now, 20, 5 more factions. I'm close here, 8 more, and 120 units total. That is 6 armies. So I need to raise 2 more armies and fill them out. I need to construct a royal yurt. That's the highest building in the chain in the main settlement chain. Archers encampment. That's the highest building in the archers encampment, and the lancers. And outfitters camp is the highest level blacksmith basically. And these are 16 technologies. We have 15. 1 more. That'll be so we can definitely get this one military victory. How about cultural victory? Highest cattle pens, royal yurt builder. That one building type I don't actually like too much. And wagon maker. Wagon maker. Which one is that? It's okay. Wagon maker is. Wagon maker is cart wheeler, cart maker, and wagon maker. I might consider that. So for cultural is pretty easy. We already done the razor stack. We need rating 15,000. So we can definitely get cultural if we just change the buildings. So that shouldn't be too bad. But I'm wondering if as soon as I hit 7,500, will it show that I have a victory, and will it show can I move on to the other ones or not? I've read that you can. Okay, let's see how far I need for Divine Triumph. Defeat 40 different factions. That's practically everybody, and that means like for Divine Triumph, you wouldn't want to have too many tributaries because they figure in those 15. Like already, I don't think I can reach that for 40 when there's less than 40 factions on the map. I don't know. If it's too long and there's too many big factions, that'll be tough to finish. That'll be easy. 200 units, that's basically all 10 armies, all maxed out. All maxed buildings from both cultural and technology is pretty close. I only have 7 left. and earning from raiding. That's actually not that hard. I've seen a legend in Ravenna in Italy, in northern Italy, just stand for a few turns and get that. Uh, the problem is that he did it way earlier than me. I don't have that many turns left, but actually I've reached the max turns. From now on, people say it goes on forever until you finish the objectives. So I might try it for Divine Triumph, but I almost want to leave Divine Triumph for my Legendary Huns campaign because I want to try Huns on Legendary. For this one, I can definitely get Minor Victory and these two maybe. One of these two. Yeah. Okay, so that looks like the plan. Can't do much here because I need to plant him in the camp in the next turn. These guys are all building up or recruiting. So I'm going to end turn. The only thing I want to check is diplomacy. And I think who's here? Zengilak can become Khan again. And who else? Sinian. Anybody can become the Grand Spoiler? No? Our power waned. I like to keep the power at 70%. And the way to do that is just to go with anybody, but I like to do it with my faction leader and do gather support for him because he's a great one. You can also use wives because they have a lot of influence of, especially if the general is doing well. So that's what I would like to do. Another thing I've seen in other let's plays, they recruit other nobles. That's a fast way to diminish your dominion. Of course, maybe one or two, but maybe I'm just getting away with it on normal. I just always make sure that I have a lot of kids and generals. So in one family, so that's one way to keep it all in the family. Of course, you don't want too much power, but around 50-60% I think is good, at least for the Huns. Yeah, I get a little horde growth, a little a lesson, but more integrity, more tax rate. At the highest, it will be not so good because I have loyalty. Yeah. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, let's end turn and move on with the destruction of the Eastern Roman Empire. One last thing is that I wanted to see is always check up on your tributary, and they're still nice, but they're deteriorating because they changed their leader basically. The leader before was reliable and everything I wanted. Hopefully this guy's sort of old, 40, he'll go away. I hope there was a way how you could, through diplomacy, all through your agents, remove leaders of your tributary at least by some political action, diplomatic action or agent action, because that was realistic. I want somebody who plays along. And it's almost like the game knew that I went for reliable, loyal, and likes strong empires, and then just to mess up the campaign and keep things interesting, they give me this guy. I wish they didn't do that. I wish the game was, yeah, it could happen, but not like immediately after. It felt like it happened immediately after. Anyway, and turning or Sengilak has can improve. I would like him to have more ammunition, but at the same time, I would like him to go down to horde growth. So let's do that. Actually, wait. For horde growth, I only need these two, and I can get horde growth the next time. Awesome. No saving. Okay. I almost caught my habit. Okay, let's go. Control S for quick save, but I'm not. Like nothing is attacking me at this point, so I'm not gonna do that. Control S. I'm gonna again save it for only some parts, and bet into better gaming habits. Oh wow, there's some assassins are about to attack Myra, the port city. Myra, the port city of my tributary state. My voice got lower. I think I'm kind of cold with this. There's a polar vortex going around, and yesterday I was in New York, and it was pretty chilly. And it was not too bad in New York. Baltimore was colder, but still. Okay, noble burst, illegitimate. Okay, wavering loyalty. There's a Singulak and Attila. Attila has more, so I'm gonna decree whoever has the more. Political support, good, good. Office secured. Spinners, you're done in second order. Okay, let's see, second order. Should I do that? It's not really that needed. Let's see, wine trader. Needs more growth. I'm gonna wait up. But see how with this preserved food wagons giving +10 growth, it basically ensures a growth per almost a growth per level per turn. I mean, that's really great. Okay, these guys are all full up. I did increase the number of archers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Basically by 2, decreasing hunting spears by 2, and keeping step raiders at 4. Because I don't really need that much melee cavalry. I'd rather have more horse archers, and that's a thing I'm slowly going as I can afford them. Sarai is the same way, only 4. And I went back to step raiders who have more armor, and they're better against cavalry to protect against other cavalry. Once I win the cavalry battle, another thing which I need to do while I'm still on Crete is exchange them out, and then they have the upgrades. But I almost wanted to wait on that while I where's second order? While I upgrade. Where is this guy? Yeah, carpenter's workplace is graded +2, and I want to upgrade the blacksmith. So then I have the second level armorsmithing, weaponsmithing, fletchery. It basically gives +10 and plus yeah. So then that'll be, I think, a good investment. I'm gonna camp with first order and heal them back up. They have 6 here already, but I do control M to basically. I wish they kept the selection. So then yeah, I'm gonna. These guys are 6. They're gonna go back to 4, and the rest will be horse archers. Yeah, no. Okay, horse archers, because they stay alive, and the more horse archers, the more missile you have, then that'll give you better odds in any siege of like towns or cities. So then I can just for towns I can just resolve it. For sieges, I almost regret sieging Constantinople. I wanted to see the layout for next time. Any big like cities which are important, even though I have good chances, I'm gonna battle it out on the battle map just to see it. All right, so I need 3 more of these guys, 1 more of that, and the rest. Well, step cataphracts, and they don't cost that much. Only 200. They have excellent charge bonus, high health. Their melee attack and melee damage is considerable to that of the. Wait, it's actually worse than the step raiders. This is honey lancers. The other. Wait, step lancers, honey lancers, a bit more, but still they're pretty cheaper. They have a great charge. Just I don't use charge that much, but those 4 could be lancers, because these guys cost about 200. Step raiders, their speed is fast. These guys' speed is slower. Because 2 honey lancers is not enough. Now 4 honey lancers is enough to do a good back hit on a line. That means though that I have no melee cavalry to engage their melee cavalry. I'll have to just rely on horse archers running away. Decisions. But that's cool. I'll consider it. I'm considering it now. So should I do that or should I not? High health. The health is I don't see their health here for some reason. Health 202. They have the same health. Has missile weapon, so he can fire. But ammunition, very low ammunition. Okay. So basically like lancer cavalry archers, which I like to. I could do 4 Hunnic Lancers. How their armor? 27 versus... They have more armor than Steppe Raiders. Their melee defense is not that good. Melee defense for Steppe Raiders is much better. Uh, they cost an upkeep is less, but they can be owned by their cavalry. You basically, functionally, I don't really need them. Functionally, because these guys, why I keep them is to kill the other cavalry fast, and. But if these guys can kill the cavalry, I don't really need these guys. Then I get more out of the Hunnic Lancers who can charge, get out, charge again. Let's do first Orda with Hunnic Cavalry just because Attila is still here. Let's do that. Why not? Let's give them a spin.
We need good fighters.
4. Wow, Attila first Orda can hurt 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys.
Come fight with us.
That is crazy. Okay, why does he have so much recruitment, army recruitment? So he has this, that unlocks but 3. You start with 2 or 3. This gives more army recruitment capacity. If I go... Okay, let's upgrade this. Should we upgrade this? More integrity for not that much food. Yes. Okay, that's it for now. Once I upgrade this food, I'm definitely upgrading Royal Host. But then wait. Careful about that. No, I can definitely get to Royal Host. It's the 4th one that'll cost me another whopping 80. Instead of here, there's only 40 change. For the next one, it's another whopping 40. So then I will have to make one of these of food. To probably the preserved food wagons by then, but then we would have outlived their usefulness was because I have all 10 here. So then I could convert this into another food and afford at least one 4-level royal yurt. But royal host, yeah, that's another one. I could recruit 8 in one turn. So basically, if I survive, in the next turn I can bounce back. That's just crazy good. Okay, so first Army Orda will be experimental, having 4 Hunnic Lancers instead of Raiders. This army will still have Raiders just because they're always rolled together. Sarai has Raiders, and because Force Orda can recruit them, so that's another reason why I should have them there. Okay, this army needs to refill back. I should have done it in the last turn. Kind of forgot. I don't know why. Okay, let's do this. These guys are fine. Come on, I want to somehow keep this selection. Okay. All right. Allow these guys. Okay, this is in green. It's okay. Now the rest. There's 6. I almost want to get 6 the rest archers, Uwar archers, but that'll be from Sarai. I could put 6 of these Hunnic spears in that army, recruit Uwar archers. Where are they? I thought they were in this army. Oh no, they have both foreign infantry here. Uwar archers in the second army. I could give them these 6 Hunnic spears and recruit Uwar archers. They cost 271. And those then they have some range. Step shield archers. I fail to see why Uwar archers are better when they have a bit better attack, but their melee damage is like only 6. These guys melee damage is 40. Their charge bonus is better. These guys melee defense is better than the war archers. Their armor is worse than the step shield archers. Their health is a little bit better. Their morale is better. but not too much. Their speed is the same. Their missile damage is stronger, and their ammunition is more. Yeah, I want 6 war archers in my basically infantry army was mostly was mostly just hunting spears. But at the same time, hunting spears that is what is allowing me to stay positive net income. But since I'm making a lot of income, I could just for the safety of that army and for just diversity of the army and just to see interesting, I could do like what do step warriors do? Excellent armor piercing damage, has missile weapon. Okay. These guys are very cheap. Hunnic dismounted warband. But these just have good armor. I like that they have good armor. 53. They just hold the line. That's what I need them for. But 6 war archers might be good. So let's do a little swap. But then they'll cost more from my treasury when I'm trying to make that 4th army just an econ army. So then I can. But at the same time, I want this to be sort of an experimental. I want to see how good the war archers are, because they're much cheaper than honey horse archers. Well, not much cheaper, 100 cheaper than the honey horse archers. Okay, let's do that. Let's you get up and give. No, not them. Give to this army. Give to this army 6 these guys. And now encamp again. You encamp again. And second order. Oops, no, I don't want another general. I would have to do that eventually.
Ready for action.
I want 1, 2, 3, 4. I want yeah, war archers. These show that they're better than them too, but these cost more. I see so little difference between them. Let's go war archers. 6. Oh no, he can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gosh. Okay. Alright, let's see what it says about war archers. Excellent rate of fire, excellent range, very high health. What is the range? 150? Oh, usually... okay, no. The wars, also known as White Huns, are thought to be part of the Hephthalites and nomadic people. Their origins are still debated by historians, some arguing that they were of Iranian descent, while others suggest that they were Turkic. Unlike the Black Huns of the North or the West Huns, the Wars had fair complexions and their artists to betake themselves in fine clothes and jewelry. Their main stronghold, Tokhadistan, was situated on the northern slopes of the Hindu Kush Mountains. By the 5th century AD, the Wars had succeeded in expanding their territory as far south as India, although that situation was to be short-lived. During the early 6th century, they were driven out by the Indian kings Yasodharman and Narasimha Gupta. Also, these wars or White Huns, while initially they lost against ever burgeoning and expanding and robust Sassanid Empire, towards the decline of Sassanid Empire, there was a Sassanid Shah, I think Kavad, who was exiled into White Han territory, but then came back with a huge White Han or war army and put himself back on the throne. So, and that's another thing which I would like Creative Assembly to do for politics. Like the opposing party can like run away or be supported by another faction and then come back and get the throne. They did have that in like with Fire and Sword, so something like that would be pretty cool to have. And just diplomacy, almost like an overhaul. Like in diplomacy, like trading regions, especially directing, having more control of your tributaries as satraps or your vassals, telling like your vassal horde to move there or not. Will just make it much better, I think. There is this army here. Let's destroy them. Who is not really recruiting? Kasai and Sarai will need to attack. Yeah, they're building, but less armies I have to fight, the better. So let's attack again. No saving, so rolling. How we roll? I guess. Oh, right. Sarai. All right, let's go. And this is a chance to see how step raiders will fight. Oh, keep running away. Okay. Oops. I think yeah, that was a mistake. Nope, that was not a mistake. Okay. All right. Let's fight it because it's kind of a weird thing. It's only melee. We'll shoot them to bits. I want to lose no men at this. I wanna practice practice if they have any spears to avoid the short range spears. There should be no reason I should lose any men in here. Yeah, I'm just gonna use only cavalry archers and wear them down. Sengilak is level 7 general. I've not reached the level 10 general. Well, maybe Attila is level 10 general. I need to check. How do I check that? Because I don't see this general level at the screen. Maybe I'm just blind. Okay, yeah, it's nice and dry. All right. These guys. Oh, because the raiders they can be deployed behind enemy lines, but not that far. Okay, behind my lines, but like where the white is. So they can be like here. No? Because it ends there. They can be like here. Not that I really need them there, but it's okay. It'll allow them to get faster behind their back. Like stand here. Okay. You first. You'll be the leader. Will just stay. Will stay with the main troops here. I have an idea why I spread them out. I think makes a circle bigger, but I don't think so. So really, there's no really point to spreading them out. I thought always that it made them made the okay. These guys I want in this position. So then wait, not in this position. Go here and this guy here, and I want you guys in that position, so they'll retain. When you lock them, they retain their position. Okay. All right, let's go. You go just here. Rapid advance, more move speed.
Our reinforcements have arrived. We'll die today as our brothers have fallen before. Today we fight for them and the glory of the gods.
Awesome. He said exactly what I want to hear. I don't want to lose any men. We really shouldn't. They have no range, no cavalry, no there, but okay. Okay. These guys are very heavy. How about we go, what's it called, heavy. They don't have any even javelins, so what we could do here, we have 8, right? We could do 3 from this side, 3 from this side. No, we have 9. I'm using my raiders to make sure that they don't. There are no people who run. How are we doing on ammunition? Pretty good. Have I lost 1 unit? 2 units. 2 soldiers. I think because of Just stay here.
Get running!
Shoot them in the back, shoot them in the back. You come here. Can't believe I lost 2 units. Heavy shot's pretty good. Conserves ammo a little bit because they don't fire as much, so when they fire it matters. I like to think that. Kill these guys and perfect. Okay.
Victory! This is your day!
Follow them while they run away. You should get them all when they're running. 4 left. Make sure they're gone. Good. Take a breather. Alright, done. Wait, not done yet, wait. Okay, 4, I'm done. Alright, 4. Should have not lost anybody. There, and that's how we get
Excitement!
everybody back up to full. Get over here and camp.
Move, lads!
Yeah. And next turn,
For the gods! Ready for action!
we should be able to second order 2 turns.
Battle!
And it needs second turn for this guy. Okay, in 2 turns, we swap and not swap armies, just so that everybody has every upgrade. So that looks awesome. That looks good. And I need a second here. 1, 2, 3, 4 to train 2 more horse archers. Anyways, so okay, we're staying here for another 2 turns. In chapter 5, what other objectives we can do? 6 tributary states? Oh man. They want us to maintain 20 units of the following type. Okay, so by this doing, CA saying we can only maintain, even at late game, 20 units at maximum. No corps, double cavalry, and uniguard. No corps or no horse are basically the best lancer cavalry unit. And what's interesting is that in my Crimean Khanate realism mod that I should finally finish, the Crimean Hanat had a Nohor unit as late as 18th century. They were still effective at that time. Actually, they lost their effectiveness during the very heavy mailed knights of Europe time, around like 14th, like 14th century. But then once mailed knights were like crossbows and muskets basically went against mailed knights. Suddenly armor did not matter at all, and like musketmen did not have much armor on themselves. Well, usually like Spanish musketeers usually had more armor, more steel on them. But then all of a sudden horse archery and lancers became strong against musketmen who had lesser range than the average bow. But then of course once rifles really, with their even greater range, even faster reload time, that's what sealed the deal for the bow, I think. Not the musket. The musket was an early contender, but it was not the nail in the coffin for the bow. Okay, what else? Defeat this faction. Horde's Desire. We want to defeat who? Western Roman Empire. Yeah, they only have 1. Okay, I could definitely achieve that. Maximus Cianorum. They just want me to be in the west, how they were before Horde of Darkness. Eastern Roman Empire. That's what I'm trying to do. Number 5, at least. But I choose what I want to do. What I find fun. Not that I need to do all objectives. I'm not a achievement completionist. If you didn't see that. Okay. Anyway, 2 turns. I'm just rebuilding basically, and Yeah. Oh, that's my two scouts. I should just level them up on 1-star generals. Um, yeah. Assassins might be destroying my vassal state while I'm not even helping them. But at the same time, while they're unreliable, not gonna protect them or feed them. Only if gonna feed them once they're like in the negatives. So I'm just every end turn I'm gonna check up on them to see if they're not too rebellious. Okay, Western Roman separatists. They have only three regions left. How did Roman separatists come up in Iberia out of all places? They should have been somewhere in Eastern Roman Empire. Really, there should be Eastern Roman separatists. There shouldn't be just Roman separatists in general.